Hey everybody, my name's Carter. Today I heard that Luke from the Outdoor Boys is retiring from YouTube, and I was a little sad to hear that, and so I'm going on a little solo camping trip tonight. It did pour today where I'm going, so the wood might be wet and it'll be a challenge, but I'm ready. Let's go. All right, guys, I'm walking out to my spot right now. It's a little chilly. I put on a sweatshirt. It's been sitting in my trunk for like probably over a month, so it's good thing this is a solo camp out. It's a little more wet than I was hoping. It looks like getting a fire started might be a little difficult, but we'll see what we can do. And yeah. Okay, guys, I'm at where I camped last time. Well, tried to camp last time. Looks like we'll be all right for the setup. I brought my hammock tonight instead of a tent because I knew that it'd be a little tight of a spot to get my tent up. So brought the hammock, and I think we'll do well. I'll give you a little tour in a second here. All right, here's a tour. I got my fire pit over here. Entrance is over here. And then this is where I'm gonna put my hammock. Is gonna be over here. That tree to this tree. It's what I did last time. Look it up, we got a little view. I used to be able to see the stars a little bit from here, but I'm gonna have a tarp on tonight anyways. So it's not that big of a deal. I'm thinking about soon though, trying to clear that spot up over there so I can get a little tent camping spot over here. But yeah, that's a quick little tour, and I'll get set up on my hammock going pretty soon, and we'll get started. All right, guys, I got to get my hammock out of my dry bag, which I really just brought for my food, but I didn't have room for my hammock. So hammock, which I use a brand called Gorilla Grips hammock. It's a 2-person hammock, and it's held up really well for me. I actually get it on Amazon. It was like 30 bucks, I think. It was really good. Love it. And then for my tarp to go over my hammock, I use their bare butt tarp, which also has done me good when I had my hammock camping challenge that I failed. Some people say, I don't know. But, so let's get set up. Okay, it should never take anybody that long to set up a hammock, but I forgot that these trees are a little closer than usual, so I kind of had to jerry-rig the whole thing. But the hammock is up, and I think I'm going to put up the rain tarp next, so let's have a little look-see. Here's the hammock. Well, that's what we got so far, and we'll put up the tarp next. A key tip that I learned about setting up this rain tarp is you want to lay it over the hammock like this. If you put one side on each side of the hammock, it allows for a quicker setup. This used to take me like 10-15 minutes to set up. I'm hoping this will only take me 5 today. Okay, guys. Ran into a problem. I've never had to set up my rain tarp out here. Last time I tried to camp out here and it started raining, I went inside. It was too late and I didn't want to set up my tarp. So that's why I tried to earlier today. I ran into the problem. My tarp is larger than my hammock, which I knew that, but I didn't think about that. So I'm gonna have to undo my tarp, undo my hammock, and hook it up to a different tree that's hopefully I can fit on. It's gonna be a little bit of a squeeze, but I'm also worried about my tarp getting ripped up because there's some sticks, but we'll figure that out. So here's kind of what I'm talking about. That's my tarp all the way up, as tight as it will go, and I'm gonna end up connecting it to that tree, but my hammock is still sagging on my hammock. So time lapse times fourth one this video. We'll see if this one goes any better. All right, kind of came up with a solution. Instead of moving my entire hammock, I'm gonna try to just move the one string and then adjust it on the other tree. So, wish me luck. Took way longer than it should have. Should not have taken me that long to set up this hammock. But got everything figured out. So here's the final look. You know, it ain't perfect. It'll do the job for tonight. I'm going to lay out my sleeping bag in there, and then I'm gonna try to get a fire started. So let's see how that goes. All right, I'm gonna go get some firewood. At least try to find some dry stuff, and then I'm gonna try to start my fire, and we'll get it rolling. All right. I got a little bit of wood, not a lot of wood, nothing big. I'm just gonna try to get a little fire started. That way, if I decide to make a big one later, it's not gonna take a whole lot, right? So, fire starter kit. I keep it in this first aid kit. I keep a couple of things in here. I have some of these fire starters that I think came with like a pizza oven. I don't know, but I got some of these. These are really good. I have some birch, which I also just found some birch on the ground from last time probably. Matches, some other things that'll hold fire pretty well. I have some lint if I really can't get it started, but I think it should be fairly easy with just one of these today. Then I have a nice bed of coals from last time sitting out here, so I don't have to worry about it being too wet because, you know, coal. So the hardest part is these matches. These matches never want to cooperate with me, if I'm being honest with you. So we'll see if they work, and I'll put on a little time lapse for you. Okay, I got a little fire going just from that starter. Set you all upright. I'm gonna just add some small stuff on top.
Oh, come on. Nothing crazy big. I'm just picking stuff off the ground right now, so there's some leaves and stuff, so hopefully I don't smother it too much.
It wasn't too bad. I got that on my second match, which is pretty good because those matches are pretty old.
All right, looks like we're cooking. This wood is a little wet, but I'm hoping I can get it.
And I kind of like it, so I didn't want to use it, but I'm gonna use it because what else would I use it for? Nothing, the answer is. So add some of this. This is thicker though, so this will really smother it. So you got to be careful when it comes to putting on bigger logs, because you don't want to take all the oxygen out of your fire like I might do here by putting that on. But we'll just see. Something I learned while making fires is you don't want to have to work hard to get the fire going. Once you get it caught and some sticks, it's going. The breeze is coming through here right now, So all this stuff that I placed over here earlier, it's gonna take a while to burn. So you wanna start adding stuff over here where the fire's already gonna be, because that way it'll build itself. That just comes in handy. I mean, sometimes you have to, you know, fight the fire, not fight the fire, but build the fire yourself, and especially on like non-windy days, it's not helpful, but you might as well use it to your advantage when you can. All right, it's starting to become about dinner time. So, fire's coming my way right now. The wind just changed, but it's starting to become dinner time, and I did pack a little dinner. If you watch any of the Outdoor Boys videos, which I recommend you should, it's really good, you'll see tinfoil dinners, which I'm trying today. And you'll notice that when he does his tinfoil dinners, he typically puts them on coals, which is not bad. But in here I've got steak and potatoes, and I'm getting hungry, and I want them cooked quick. So I'm kind of gonna take a little leap of faith here, and I'm gonna just try to put it on top, and we're gonna see what happens. Make sure your tinfoil is closed though, and we're gonna let that cook for a minute. All right, I'm sitting out here with the fire. My food's deep in there right now. I got it buried. I don't know if you guys can see that tinfoil right there. I got this little stick, which is perfect for poking my food. But I need to build the fire over here. That way that side gets cooked. So that's what I'm gonna do. Little tinfoil steak and potatoes dinner. Turned out delicious. Had a potato, haven't tried the steak yet. Just pulled it out of the fire. It's looking good. Steak and potatoes for dinner. Oh. So good. The steak got a little misformed, but it's all right. Not that bad. Steak's a little plain. Potatoes are good. I seasoned the potatoes good. For it being my first tinfoil dinner, I think I kind of killed it, honestly. I wish I didn't burn the steak as much. It's not even burnt, just a little crispy, but it's all right. Potatoes are gas. My favorite part about camping is probably that you get to eat good food in random places, right? Like, I'm at my grandparents' house right now. I'm camping in their property, and I'm sitting by a fire eating steak and potatoes. I mean, it doesn't get that much better, surrounded by some trees, a couple of cherry trees, and yeah, a couple of pines. Can't really go wrong. All right, guys, just started raining. It's about 9 o'clock. I just got in my hammock. My fire's still going. I can see it from here. Got in my hammock. Sleeping with the hatchet on me tonight. I keep hearing noises, which is a little scary, but it's all right. Truck. I'll probably watch a little Outdoor Boys or something, and then hit the hay, low key. And yeah, got pancakes. I'm gonna be eating pancakes tomorrow morning with my grandpa. So I'm staying at my grandparents' house, so I'm not cooking out again. Oh, you can hear the rain. That's why you bring a tarp. But if my back gets soaked or something, I'll probably go inside, low-key. All right, guys, I just woke up. It's about 12 o'clock, 11:50, I think. And I seriously thought it was like 2, 3 a.m. When I woke up, I kind of got to go pee, but I don't want to get up. So I'm going to try to go back to sleep. See how that goes. Good morning, guys. It's about 5:40-ish. Pretty good night's sleep. I just got up and went to the bathroom. I woke up around 2. Don't think I filmed, but I just went right back to sleep and I just woke up. So, pancakes with Grandpa soon, so we'll be back. It's 6 o'clock. Starting to take my stuff down. There's my bag. I took down my tarp, and then next I'll probably take down my hammock, unfortunately. But since everything's a little wet, I think I'm gonna put all of my dry stuff in my dry bag and keep everything wet just in my backpack. That way when I get home I can just wash them. But I'm not gonna start a fire this morning. I'm just gonna probably get up and leave in a little bit. Of course, I'm gonna clean up all my stuff, try to leave as little as a trace as possible, but yeah, so far so good. All right, everybody, that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you all for joining me on my first successful solo camp mission. I encourage you all to go outside and enjoy nature. You don't need to be a pro. I'm definitely not one. And just glad I'm making it back with all my fingers. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to whip out the whittling kit, but at least I got fingers. So have a good day, and I'll see you all in the next adventure.